Alright, looks like it's time to start playing Sunny 2. Just gotta boot the game up here and...
BubberTubber!
Oh, good lord. Grogbar, how did you get in my computer?
I thought I would just stop by to celebrate your birthday.
Grogbar, my birthday was like 3 months ago. And he's... okay.
Time to open your present. Go ahead.
Oh, you really shouldn't have.
And if you like where that came from, there's 5 more just like it. Right, Cesar?
Is that a Hobo-themed balloon?
Well, of course. Look around.
What the?
We decorated your entire room Hobo-themed for your Hobo-themed birthday party.
Why would I want a Hobo-themed birthday party? Well, you knew this was coming. Or maybe you didn't, but it's here anyways. Let's just get this over with. Before I do though, since there's a lot of ground I have to cover here, I thought why not do something silly and fun and rate every Hobo game out of 5 when we finish each one. And since we already played the first one, I'll give it a nice respectable score of 4 Hobos out of 5. Now let's just get this over with. Hobo Prison Brawl. Where we last left off, our Hobo friend was causing quite the commotion across town. But now that he's been incarcerated and shown the error of his ways, he's turned over a new leaf and gone on the straight and narrow. See, I tried to trick you guys, but it didn't work. Also, hang on, rewind that just a second. What the hell? Man, undercover agents are getting real creative these days. What if I don't want to do that? Alright, cellmate, I don't know who you think you're dealing with, or who you even are, to be honest, but I'm Hobo, so you're done for. Today's special. Crap! You know, no wonder Hobo's going around beating everyone up. This is what's on the menu at the cafeteria? No, wait, I think he'd actually like that. Never mind. Hey, look, it's the guy from the garbage truck. I hate that guy. Come on, really? Ass? Behave in an orderly manner. Also, no seconds? I don't think you gotta worry about that one. Alright, whoever came up with the ass combo, that one's kinda good. Like, look at that damage. That's CC. We've only learned one combo and we're already shaping up to be an A-class Hobo, let me tell you. Ugh, what is that coming out of the showers? Straight sludge? And I'm sure Hobo is doing his part to maintain this facility's cleanliness. Assass. I'm starting to feel bad for Hobo at this point. You see how painful this looks? Besides just looking awful for everyone involved, the vomit laser is Hobo's best ability yet. Not only does it go across the entire screen, but it deals so much damage. You mean to tell me I wipe out everyone in the room and they don't even have to be on the screen? Sign me up. The only problem is that it takes 3 to 5 business days to charge up, but since it has infinite range, that's a non-issue. Can I help you? Also, I don't know what the hiring process looks like for this prison, but is this really the best you could do? Ignore the fact that he's sprinting full speed ahead into a chair and going nowhere. Look at his face! Is this the ideal candidate to be working in a place like this? Okay, it looks like we just have 3 candidates interviewing today. Will the first candidate come in, please?
Hey, is this the interview for the correctional officer position?
Why, yes it is.
Oh, good. I'm here for that.
Perfect. So, why do you think you'd be a good candidate for this position?
You know, I think that...
Thank you so much. Next!
Good afternoon, sir. I believe that I will be the perfect candidate for this position. I am detail-oriented, disciplined, and demonstrate an insatiable appetite for justice, order, and the law. I am an extremely effective communicator, team player, and diligent worker, and I would be thrilled to explore this opportunity at this state-of-the-art facility further.
I'll give you a call if we need you. Next! Hello, sir. why do you think that you'll be a good candidate for this position? You're hired. Man, he just goes forever, huh? Oh God. Whoa there! I thought this was prison brawl, not prison shootout. As long as you're in their line of sight, the enemies with guns will always hit you, and they never run out of ammo. You really have to sneak up on them, you know? And by sneak, I mean just brute force them with bodily fluids. The best and most important part about the guns in this game, though, is that you can actually pick them up and start shooting away. Yeah, there we go, Hobo. Kill him. I think this game's a bad influence, actually. What's even crazier about the guns, though, is that the bullets can actually travel through enemies. What caliber bullets are in these guns for me to be able to pierce through an entire line of guys? What am I using, the Machina? Do you have a brother? You know, knowing that these cops do have access to guns makes guys like this even crazier. And so it begins. Yeah, I don't think so. Well, it was only a matter of time before Sasa showed its face. Amazing. Besides the cosmetic difference though, I don't think there's really a difference between the vomit laser and the poop laser. I think I'm the first person to ever say that sentence out loud. Check out these spooky TVs. It's like I'm playing Fanaha, Five Nights at Hobos. Ah, the great outdoors. What wondrous sights await me here. Oh yeah, I'm a wanted criminal. What the? Guys, don't you think this is a little too much? I mean, I was literally homeless in the last game. And I'm homeless in this game. If you thought that the garbage truck boss was bad in the first game, that's nothing compared to the SWAT van boss here. While the garbage truck gave you very little time to attack it before it launched another trash can at you, the SWAT van gives you an equal amount of time to react while spawning in an entire SWAT team to pack you up. And you might sit there and think,
Oh, I'll just take out the SWAT team and then I'll hit the van.
but no, the van will continue to spawn new guys until it dies. How many guys can fit in there? Oh, and by the way, the truck only shows up to spawn more guys in once you've gotten rid of everyone else on the screen. So you can't even ignore the SWAT team to attack the van. Good Lord. Oh, thank goodness for the poop laser though. They're in a different time zone and I'm still hitting them. Eventually, after many trials and tribulations, we're finally able to take down the stupid van. Wow, that sucked. Wait, it's not over? Oh, I guess it was over. A Hobo Prison Brawl was... While the addition of some new combos and the guns is cool and fun, I'd consider this a step down from the original. The original game had fun environments, varied character designs, a town that felt alive. In this game, we got gray, and more gray. And some orange and blue, but you know what I mean. I'll give Hobo Prison Brawl a 2.5 hobos out of 5. Hobo 3, Wanted. Wanted, huh? Who wouldn't want that? Check it out though. Hobo's strapped up and ready for action. If this image doesn't get you ready for battle, then your heart's just not in it. Oh, I'm just so glad that they added this image to the difficulty selection screen. This game kicks off only a few days after Hobo's daring escape from prison, where we find him doing the same thing from the first game. You know, Hobo, if this is all you wanted to do, why'd you leave? Matter of fact, why did you do any of this? What was all this for? Just like the original though, an angry cop wakes him up, showing him that he's wanted, dead or alive. Oh my God, Hobo, I'm so sorry. It's spreading. Come on, man. You knew that was coming. Haven't you ever seen a Hobo game before? What the? When did you learn how to do that? I mean, I guess you learned it right now, but how? The bodily fluids? That's one thing, but tearing off parts of your body? Maybe that wanted poster had a point. Seeing is believing, I guess. Oh, finally, some regular people for once. Look, even Hobo can't believe it. Hit me. Sure, why not? I can get free beer for hitting this machine? Now this is peak gameplay. A problem that's only going to get worse the further into the Hobo rabbit hole we go is just the sheer amount of combos there are to pull off. Now don't get me wrong, I'm all for new combos. The more the merrier in my book. But when every combo is performed with the same 2 or 3 buttons, it gets kinda hard to pull off the move that you actually want to do. Gone are the days of the quick 1-2 burp combo. One tap too many and you're on your way to Vomit Laser City. And since this is a beat 'em up game where button mashing is often incentivized, that's a big problem for any of the smaller combos. It doesn't help that all the longer combos feature moves that take forever to charge, which means I end up taking damage trying to do unnecessary combos that I didn't even want to do in the first place. A lot of the time because of this, it's better to just spam regular punches and kicks to do more damage faster. But then it just becomes a regular beat 'em up. This is Hobo. Oh well, more poop, more problems, or whatever they say. Nothing but the city's finest, truly. I think this game's a bad influence, actually. Oh god, is that a shotgun? Actually, I don't know why I'm surprised. Hobo was literally holding it in the title screen. Okay, this is ridiculous. Oh, you better watch it now. I got the... Oh, goodness. For you, sir? Burgers. If you couldn't tell by that impressive display, the shotgun is broken. You shoot it at anyone in close range, it's going to kill them from full health every time. It doesn't have a ton of ammo, but to be able to immediately eliminate the biggest threats with one button is insanely useful. You don't know the monster you've created, Mr. Policeman. Why is this the most normal combo ever? Hey, I mean, the more normal combos we get, the better. I don't know if I want to see what other bodily fluids Hobo has at his disposal. Maybe it's not so normal. God, the shotgun makes everything so easy. Look at this. I just got ran over by a car, 2 dudes jumped out, and I just blasted them all to nothing. Okay. Oh no, not the SWAT van. Oh wow. Never mind. The other gun Hobo 3 introduces is the machine gun, which has way more ammo than the other 2 guns and provides you with a nice consistent stream of damage. It's no shotgun, but it's not far behind. Alright man, since I'm feeling generous and you're the last guy left, I'm gonna empty out my gun and fight you with just my fists. Okay, just give me a second. Okay. Dang. Hello? How much ammo is in this gun? Finally. Man, these guns really make the game a breeze. In the first 2, I was fighting for my life. But here, a nice Sunday stroll through the park. Whoa there! The final boss of Hobo 2 is a giant helicopter with machine guns. On top of just having a ton of health, it constantly alternates between spawning SWAT guys and shooting at you, and flying away. But since the guys it spawns all have weapons, and as we've already established, the weapons are broken, this fight is extremely easy. Blow up the helicopter, and Hobo takes a nap again. Wow. This one was a lot more fun than Hobo 2. The diverse environments and character designs are back in full force, and there's just a lot of new interesting mechanics and items that get introduced here that I enjoyed. Not to mention the added stakes of being wanted dead or alive. If you're looking for a challenge though, this one's not for you. The guns, while fun to use, definitely took away from any of the difficulty the game might have had to offer, which is unlike what the rest of the series has shown us thus far. Hobo 3 gets 3 hobos out of 5. 3 for Hobo 3. Hobo 4, Total War. Now it's getting serious. I mean, a total war? Over this guy? I can understand a partial war, but total? Now you're out of line. Oh wow, this is a total war. Is every new installment going to link every previous game on the title screen? It's getting a little cramped over here. Are we gonna get a giant laundry list of Hobo games to play when we get to Hobo 7? Set only a few days after Hobo 3, Hobo 4 starts like any other Hobo game would. Okay, there's already a lot going on here. Let's calm it down. The game immediately slams its foot on the gas and doesn't let up until the game ends. What used to be the final boss in the first game with the garbage truck is now one of the first enemies we encounter, with this guy throwing grenades off of a military vehicle. Riveting. Well, I only have 1 HP, but with this shotgun, there's nothing that can stop. Yo, the eyeball combo is one of the best ones we've gotten so far. Just look at how easy it is to combo with. Guess they didn't see that one coming, huh?
Boo! You stink!
Oh, is that what I think it is? Hang on, get rid of this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my god, it's him! It's the wanted hobo! Don't worry guys, I got him. Dang, that Freddy Krueger guy from the first game is looking real old these days. Stress has got him aging like Jan Fabius. Oh, thank goodness. See, I was just saying how I needed a poop slide move. In all seriousness though, this move rocks. Traveling by poop slide is way faster than just simply running. And if the enemies thought that they could hit you ever, think again. Oh no, not the helicopter again. Hang on, I'll be with you in just a second. I'm sorry, what are these guys doing here? To their left is a homeless man with a bazooka, and to their right is the actual military armed to the teeth. They must not be from around here. I don't even... sad. Yeah, that's a good word for it. Why choose between the vomit laser and the poop laser when you can just have both? Yo, there is just so much happening on the screen right now. Oh, grenades! That's kind of cool, I think. But why would I use these over any other gun? These are just the other guns, but with extra steps. And I only get like 3 of them. Lame. At the end of it all, Hobo has to go up against a giant tank. And I do mean giant. How'd they get that thing in here? Now, if you're thinking that this boss has some crazy new mechanics or interesting strategy to it, you're gonna be disappointed. Sorry about that. This boss is entirely just a reskin of the garbage truck boss from the first game, but with more health. Punch it, dodge the artillery shell it shoots, and then repeat. Forever. At least I have the poop slide I can use to dodge this time. But come on, no ads or anything? No bombs dropping from the sky? Okay, game, whatever you say. Beat the tank and... Hobo gets abducted? Hobo, come back! He's gone. Forever. Or until the next game, but he's gone forever. Hobo 4 was pretty good actually. I like that the amount of enemies in this game was turned up to 11, and it was fun to go around and blow everyone up with our good pal Hobo. The combos in this game were definitely a highlight. I think they added a lot of really useful tools to Hobo's arsenal that didn't hinder him from being able to fight like some of the longer combos. It's like Hobo's finally unlocking his true potential. My one problem with this game is that it focuses so heavily on the weapons. It makes sense for where we are in the story, but I feel like the heavy reliance on them kind of takes away from the original identity of the game, which was a beat 'em up that centered around a gross man using his grossness to fight everyone. I feel like I barely used most of his original combos in this game. And the final boss was lame. Overall though, Hobo 4 gets 3.5 hobos out of 5. Hobo 5, Space Brawls, Attack of the Hobo Clones. Now that's a mouthful. After that climactic cliffhanger though, I'm expecting big things out of this game. Taking place only a few hours after Hobo 4's conclusion, we find our titular Hobo... doing whatever that is. Whatever that is actually a device that's drained all of Hobo's combos. How could they do that? Hey, at least we get a different opening this time. What did that take? Only 5 games into the series? We're just getting started. This time around, the game goes back to basics, stripping you of your entire arsenal and forcing you to get them back from these evil alien guys. And also these indifferent alien guys. They're on the same team. As the title suggests though, the aliens aren't the only enemies that we have to deal with. That's right, Hobo himself is an enemy in this game. And what's worse, these Hobo clones have all your combos. Hey, that's my vomit laser. The guns in this game are replaced with laser gun variants of them. They act exactly the same as the original guns though, so that's all I'm gonna say about them. That's it, but they do make a fun sound when you shoot them though, so I guess that wasn't all I was gonna say about them. Now that's it. You know, honestly, it feels nice to see Hobo finally get a taste of his own medicine. He finally understands what it's like to be blasted by the poop laser. Whoa, that's not fair. Welcome back, ass. We missed ya. Not really. Doesn't feel too good now, does it, Hobo clones? Now, I don't know if you've noticed this yet, but we're 5 Hobo games in, and we have had the same exact 3 songs the entire time. Come on, game, not even like a sci-fi remix or anything like that? The same exact tracks we've been listening to since Hobo 1? I mean, I guess all these games do happen within like a week of each other, so maybe they didn't have time for it. I don't think Hobo has the money for any new music either. I mean, he is kind of homeless, so. What? It was you! You're the mastermind behind everything, aren't you? Yeah, well, take this. The alien scientist doesn't necessarily do anything different from the previous bosses. Hell, he doesn't even attack you. Or move. But that presentation with him controlling the creation of new Hobo clones to come and attack you is top tier. I just wish there was something more here, and it'd be the standout boss of the whole series. Oh well, smell you later, alien scientist. And the reward for our troubles? Just like any other game, Hobo takes a nap. Now, I'm a big fan of anything space themed, so I was already gonna like this off the jump. I think the new environment, while not being the most varied, still has a fun atmosphere to it with all the windows going out to space and all the alien technology strewn about. It still has guns, but they aren't too reliant on them like they were in Hobo 4, where that seemed to be the main focal point of the game. Fighting against enemies that have your exact combos is always an interesting and fun challenge, and seeing Hobo finally get to experience the absolute hell he's been putting everyone through these past 4 games is also a fun sight to see. I do, however, have 2 major problems with this one. The first is that the Hobo clone and the purple alien are the only models in the entire game for the enemies. That's really lame. My other issue is that while it is explained in the lore, I'm not a fan of not unlocking a single new move throughout this game. Like, really? Fighting literal aliens and clones of yourself didn't inspire you to come up with something new? That's a big downside. Hobo 5 gets 2.5 out of 5 hobos from me. Hobo 6. What hell? We were just taking a nap 2 seconds ago. Now we're in hell? Hobo 6? 6? No! Hobo, what did they do to you? I guess there's only one way to find out. What really happened to Hobo was that after he fell asleep on the UFO ran out of oxygen and Hobo died. Amazing. You know, glad to know that nothing's changed even in the afterlife. Also, it looks like the garbage truck driver went to hell with us. Makes sense. You know the drill. Well, despite dying, it looks like Hobo kept his ability to create bodily fluids, so that's nice, I think. That's a new one. Oh my god. I don't even think I can show that. There's gonna be a lot of censoring in this game, huh? Guess this really is hell. Oh, hey, check this guy out. A completely new model. Okay, Hobo 6. Maybe you're not so bad after all. Don't push your luck. God, these whip guys are so annoying. If you thought the guys who carried guns were bad, try that but with no cooldown or ammo. On the plus side though, you can pick up the whip yourself and be just as annoying. Oh, finally. Now we have the piss laser to cap off the laser trifecta. Thanks, Asa. Is it any different than the vomit laser or the poop laser? Probably not. Is that an explosion? I gotta try this one. Oh, that's an explosion. And what an explosion it is, too. You use this bad boy on just about anything, it's getting one shot. Now that's the kind of firepower I'd expect out of you these days, Hobo. Keep up the good work. Yo, how many moves is he learning down here? And where did his teeth go? Poop. At the end of hell, who else would we have to fight than the devil himself? Man. Just look at how far we've come. We went from duking it out with a random garbage truck throwing trash cans to fist fighting with the literal devil himself. Someone would be proud. I don't know who, but someone out there's gotta be proud of this come up, right? Okay, hang on. I might have to concentrate here for a second. The devil is a weird boss. He constantly flies around the map like a bug while occasionally spawning in 2 of his minions to attack you. If he's near you, he'll try and poke you with his pitchfork. But if you're far away, he'll shoot fireballs at you. That doesn't sound too bad, except for the fact that this devil, never stops attacking. Like, how can I get a single combo off under these conditions? If the game didn't already incentivize you enough to not use the combos they give you, they're pretty much laughing in your face for even trying at this point. What's even worse than the boss himself, though, is the screen right before his encounter. This screen sucks big time. It features 2 evil Puffles and 3 regular demons, all wearing different graphic tees for some reason. Look, one of them even has Bart Simpson on his shirt. The Puffles zoom around the screen doing drive-by flame breaths on you, while the Bart Simpson demons spam fireballs in every direction. Like, what am I supposed to do here? Since the devil boss has a lot of health, you'd want to walk into the fight with as close to full health as you can have. But because you have to fight these idiots right before, you're lucky if you're walking in there with even half. Surely this is enough HP for the boss. What? It also doesn't help that this man keeps floating off screen, forcing me to walk backwards to get him to follow me back to a place where I can actually hit him. Like, where are you going? Are you giving up? I know I'm not. Enough is enough. I need to beat the devil. We still have to cover Hobo 7. I just gotta put my mind to it. Come up with a strategy that's unbeatable. Really see the bigger picture. I did it! And for defeating such an evil entity as the devil himself, Hobo gets himself a one-way ticket to the realm upstairs. Nice. Hobo 6 was... Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I hated Hobo 6. The enemies are the most annoying they've been in the entire series. From the evil Puffles, to the Bart Simpson Fireballers, to the Whip guys, even the devil himself. Nobody was enjoyable to go up against. All of the new moves, with the exception of the fart explosion, weren't anything new or interesting at all. And you might sit there and be dazzled by the new fire effects, like, oh wow, look at that. There's fire coming out of his butt. But when you peel back the flashy exterior, you just get honestly worse versions of the combos that you already had. When I stopped trying to use the new combos and just stuck to the originals, the game became much easier. Lastly, the backgrounds. When the backgrounds are so disgusting that I literally have to start censoring things for YouTube, that's when you know you've lost the plot. But that's what the devil wants, isn't it? For me to hate. Now, what's something good about this one? The title screen made me laugh, and I liked, Bart Simpson, and a few of the new models were also cool, I'll give it that. And so, for Hobo 6's final score, I will be giving it a nice and fair 1.5 hobos out of 5. Hey, if I was really being a hater, I'd give it a 0. This is being nice. Hobo 7. Heaven. Well, that's nice. It rhymes and everything. Well, we're finally here. The final Hobo frontier. Is every new installment going to link every previous game on the title screen? It's getting a little cramped over here. Are we gonna get a giant laundry list of Hobo games to play when we get to Hobo 7? You know, that was a joke when I wrote it, and now it's real life. After killing Satan in Hobo 6, Hobo was offered a one-way ticket to the gates of heaven. But for some reason, it doesn't seem like he's very welcome there. I mean, I know why, but aren't y'all supposed to be like forgiving and stuff? Oh. Hey, that's not very heavenly of you. Oh wow. First of all, are you excluding all hobos? What about this guy? What do you do? Second of all, Hobo is not even in heaven yet. He's sitting outside of it. He's not even violating your stupid sign. What's your problem? What? Already? I mean, I'll take a Halo throw any day of the week. I'm not complaining. Nice. Hey man, want some fruit? Anyways. Oh, who's this hotshot? Oh god. Literally. Well, you might have holy laser eyes, but I got like poop and stuff, so I guess I win that one. No. Angel Slide isn't as fun as Poop Slide. Have I ever said poop this much in my life? Instead of the helicopter from Hobos 3 and 4, it's been replaced by a storm cloud. I can't tell if that's way better or way worse than the helicopter. Well, it killed me, so I'm gonna say way worse. Hey guys, sorry I'm late for class. I was just shooting my eyeballs out of their sockets. You wanna see? Did you see it? What do you think of that? Oh, Oh, they should have never gave me this. Hey. Okay, chill out. Okay, excuse me. Oh my god. Yo, stop. Free forbidden fruits. Hey, I thought that the sword is the only weapon available to you in Hobo 7. It's whatever. It does good damage and all, but when it comes to Hobo weapons, that's a given. Other than that though, it's just a close range gun. Even the whip has more range. That sucks. I told you shouldn't have given me this. What the hell am I looking at?
As you see here, class, one must consider the various bodily fluids within the human body to make this type of reaction occur. From the top, the vomit, as indicated by the green here, goes through the mouth and up towards the sky. Very important. Then, as we move down the body, we see 2 streaks of red, which in this case is blood. These just appear here, I don't actually know where they come from. Lastly, near the posterior region, we have a 2-fold structure. Pee in the front, poop in the back, creating a dichotomy of yellow and brown. Any questions?
Yeah, so how does this help us pass this class? I'm not gonna lie, game. When am I ever going to use this? There's no enemies up there, game. What's the point? This is... If we hadn't lost the plot about 4 games ago, I would have said so right here. On the surface, the bodily fluid explosion does look like the best, most powerful move in Hobo's arsenal. I mean, come on, it looks like he just popped his ultimate. But in comparison to the move that you unlock right before, the holy eye mouth laser thing, this thing looks terrible. Visually, but also practically. It's slower, it does about the same damage, and the only thing it has over the holy laser is the fact that it shoots both sides. But who cares? So while it's a funny visual, using this over the holy laser is just trolling. He's not even drinking it. Oh god, I only have like 2 HP left. I hope there's a checkpoint soon so I can... Uh-oh. That's right. The last boss of Hobo is in fact God himself. I mean, I guess it's not the craziest surprise ever, considering the final boss of Hobo 6 was Satan himself, but... Wow. How did we get here? God is by far the most unique boss fight in Hobo. He has 3 main attacks. He can summon lightning strikes to certain locations that deal big damage if you get caught in them. He can summon a giant fist to crash down on top of you if you're not paying attention. And lastly, he can summon a giant head to shoot lasers at you. The only time that you're allowed to hit him though is either when his fist or his head shows up. So a lot of the time you're just stuck in a waiting game before you can beat him up again. Not to mention the random angels he summons to distract you and whittle down your health. Enough talking about all the nitty gritty stuff though. We're here for one thing and one thing only. To beat Hobo 7. Let's do this. God! Or kinda. It doesn't look like we're beating him here. All is well though, as before actually being beaten, God is able to show Hobo the error of his ways. Really demonstrate to him that the people of heaven, well, they're a lot like him, and honor his way of living. Maybe, after all that's happened, after all the people that have scorned Hobo, and after all of his built-up rage, Hobo can finally understand what it means to be at peace. Wait, what? Hobo 7 was definitely an interesting way to end off the series. It's like if you took everything terrible in Hobo 6 and just made it good. How poetic. The God boss fight is great, the new abilities are fun to use and really strong, the environments don't look absolutely disgusting, and there's not a single unfair section to be seen. Wow. My one critique of this one is that the sword is a poop tier weapon, and not poop as in Hobo, oh wow, look at him poop type of poop, but more of a, wow, That's poop. Type of poop. Real ones know. But any minor critiques I have of this game are washed away by the nice and happy ending that our good friend Hobo gets. He doesn't really deserve it, to be honest, but it's still nice to see, I think. Hobo 7 gets 3.5 hobos out of 5. The Hobo series was a journey, to say the least. I never expected to cover such a wide range of story arcs and locations, all stemming from a simple game about a hobo going around beating up people for having his sleep disturbed. I mean, I never expected to cover any of these games past the first one, but here we are. I do have some problems with the games, which I will tell you about right now. The first big problem that I think was only exacerbated by binging the entire series is that these games, no matter how hard they try to be different from one another, feel very redundant. They feature a lot of the same character designs, a lot of the same moves, a lot of the same kinds of fights. Even the music itself does not change from Hobo 1 to Hobo 7. That's insane. That saxophone is burned into my memory at this point. Even the intro in all the games is basically the same. Why is it like this? The other big problem I see with these games is that I feel a big part of the reason why the first Hobo was so popular and successful was because of the novelty of it all. The pure shock value of booting up a beat 'em up game where the main way to damage your enemies was to poop and pee all over them. But by the 7th game, the novelty has gone way past its expiration date and just ends up feeling like another beat 'em up game in the genre. It especially doesn't help in games like 2 to 5, where weapons dominate the gameplay and take away from the overall gross out theming of the series. Now that was a lot of negatives, but I do still see a lot of positives in these games. The art style is still fun and colorful, the sound design, albeit gross at times, is on point, and the thing about beat 'em up games is that no matter how many times you punch and kick enemies, it's still going to be fun to punch and kick enemies. For such a simple series, I admire everything that they did with the franchise to try and elevate it from game to game, especially with the plot. While loose, the story literally went from Hobo walking around and fighting in the city to Hobo that attempts to kill God and redeems his soul and finds peace. That's a lot deeper than meets the eye, if you ask me. Was Hobo and its sequels ever my favorite go-to Flash games to play as a kid? No. But that doesn't mean they don't hold value in my eyes. And that also doesn't mean that they weren't those exact kinds of games for someone else. I'm never one to yuck anyone's yum, even though this game definitely tries to yuck. So I say, if you like these games, then you're lit and awesome. For me though, I'll stick with the one and done playthrough. Thanks, Hobo. I'm glad you found peace. Or maybe not, but it's the thought that counts.
So, what did you think of the greatest series of games to ever grace your computer screen?
Yeah, man, that was cool.
Great, because I got a whole list of games for you that you still have to...